Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. So today I thought let me just sit and do this first impression kind of a thing, and over the first impression we can do a little bit of chit chat. Like, I generally don't do these kind of videos because I feel I talk too much. Like, I have a lot to talk. So as you can see, I've already started. So you would have already seen a haul video before this, so I thought let me just use some of the products in front of you and show you how they work, because doing separate reviews for each product will be too prolonging. So let's straight away dive into it. So as you know, I bought this Nykaa lip balm. Now this is the newest launch by Nykaa, and yeah, just going to prep our lips. The fragrance of it is really good. It is peach flavor, so that's done. Next, we are going to do priming of our face. Now, I've already moisturized my face and I use the Plum's moisturizer because it's quite drying now. So I'm using this Master Prime by Maybelline. Now, I've already used this in one of my videos again, but then I didn't have any new primer to show you. I've already used all the primers. So nowadays, like, my routine is somewhat like all about primers. Like, even if I don't use a foundation or anything, I am good to go with a primer and a setting powder. And this Maybelline one works really well. So really nice one. I really like the consistency of it. As you can see, it's all blended in. Okay, let's jump on to the newest foundation. Now, I'm assuming it is a foundation because I didn't read anything about it. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Normal to Oily. I think it's a liquid foundation. Yeah, it's a foundation. So this is the newest thing which I saw on Nykaa when I was seeing Maybelline. And I was like, okay, I just missed this, or I didn't see it, and I don't know how and when was it launched. So I thought let me just buy it. So the best part about Maybelline is that if you know the shade, okay guys, sorry. So the shade range is exactly the same. All the foundations are. So I knew my shade is 310. So it was quite easy for me to pick up the shade. Sorry. So let's straight away jump into the application part. So this is how it is. It's already coming out, oozing out, and it's quite liquidy. See, it's in a runny texture. So let's see how much we will need. So I'm just taking on the safer side a little more only, and let's straight away start applying it. So I'm just using my normal beauty sponge which I use. And I'm using my Hello Sunshine mirror. It's a lovely mirror. So now you can see the difference between this side of the face and this side of the face. It's quite full coverage, so it's a foundation. But the best part about this one is it's very lightweight. And lightweight as in the tube. Quite easy to travel with. How much product are you getting? You're getting 18 ml of product, and I ended up paying $2.99. That day it was at a discount, so I think I paid like $2.20 for it. So as you see, now the application is done fully, and I am quite happy with the application. I really like the coverage of it. People who don't like too much of foundation on their face, or maybe a little heavy foundation, I think you can go for this one. So Mom Diggity, 10 on 10, you can definitely go on this. Next, let's set the face. So you know, I purchased a new powder. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder. This is how it is. And then we are just going to open it. And this is how it is. So now this powder is more in a baked form, and it's quite fine when I swatched it once. And the shade which I picked up was, I think it is warm beige. And still I feel it is a little lighter. I don't know, I've still not used it on my face, so I don't know. So let's start applying it all over our face. So I'm just going to take my trusty powder brush and start applying. So so far I feel the powder is good and it has given a nice flawless finish. So let it sit for some time and then we'll know more about it. So let's jump on to blush, bronzing and highlighting. So I'm going to use new Miss Claire blush which I bought and I tried a long time back, and I have updated on my Instagram also. So one of you recommended me, why don't I try Miss Claire blushes. So this is how it looks like, and I'll tell you, I must say, for the price you're getting an amazing quality blush. Like, it's a very good quality blush. And the pan size, I was wowed by the pan size, because most of the brands will not even give you this much of product for the price you pay. So I think even if you buy 2 different shades of blushes, they will last you for like years. So I'm not getting too loud on my blush because it's daytime and I need to go out, so it will not look good. So blush is Balm. I've already tried this, so there's no doubt you can go ahead and buy, and the shade I used was 31. So it's a good blush. It has little flecks of shimmer which will not show up on the skin that much, so you can good to go. Next is bronzer. So I'm going to use my trusty bronzer by NYX because I don't have any new bronzer. Yes, I have 2-3 bronzers on my list. Soon you will be seeing them if I receive them. So okay, so the bronzing is done. Let's jump on to the highlighters. Now I have quite new highlighters to use, but this one I wanted to use from the longest time. I wanted to use this highlighter, but it was just kept, and I was like, whenever I film the haul, then only I'm going to use it. So now it's the day. So this is the Colourpop This Is For You palette, and it comes with 3 different shades of highlighter. So this is how it is. Now, I personally feel if you are a person or like, you know, of my skin tone, lighter than me can definitely use 2 of the shades. Third one may go a little darker on them. But then for my skin tone, a little 1 tone down or 1 tone lighter can definitely go ahead and buy this palette, because this is like amazing highlighter. Like, they have all the shades which possibly like which any girl would like it. So I was like really intrigued when I saw this palette. So let's straight away start applying. So definitely it's a daytime. I'm not going to go little boom on my face. So it's better I go for something subtle. I'm going to use this shade, and the shade is called as Morning After. And it is somewhat closer to my shade Churro, I feel. And by the way, my favorite highlighter is back because it was discontinued, and I will be picking it up soon. Okay. I can't see this highlighter. I think finger application would be better here. See, it's very subtle. I don't know how much you can see, but it's very subtle. The finger application would be better. And I'm just taking the middle shade just to top it off and make it a little glowy. See, I can show you. So this side of the face, see, now you can see it's very subtle. I'm just going to go above. That's it. I feel for colourpop highlighters, finger application is the best application because they're like really wet, so they need a little pressure when you are applying it. So I feel you should use your fingers. The fingers are the best to apply the highlighters. Next, I'm just going to do my nose because you know I like doing this. Okay, done. I'm not going to do too much because I'm going out. So this is the highlighter palette. It's really good. It's really good. So definitely Balm degree. Next, jump on to, I think now we should do our eyes and then we'll finish it off. So for the eyes, I was really confused in a lot of palettes. So I thought I will use this Colourpop Chasing Rainbows palette. Now, I bought recently a lot of palettes, so it was quite confusing, but then it's okay. So I thought today is the day for this palette. Before that, what brushes am I going to use is the new brushes. Now, if you have followed me and if you have watched my earlier hauls, I bought these brushes from Amazon. These are the ones. And if you don't remember, they had come in this pouch. So what I thought today, I will put them to use because I've still not used them. So I don't know how they are, but the quality seems to be good. So let's see how they are, and I'll let you know if you can go ahead and buy them or not. So randomly, I'm just going to pick a few brushes because I know what all brushes I can use today for the look. So let's straight away start. So I'm going to go very neutral on my eye look because I'm using a deeper shade of lipstick. So I know what look am I going to do. So let's start. So the first shade I'm going to use is, oh I know, I think what shade I'm going to use. I'm going to use this shade, and this shade is called as Wish List, this one. So let's start. Okay. Colourpop, you know, it's quite pigmented palette. So, okay. So I'm going to just pack it on my outer corner first and then just take it inside and blend. Okay, so quite happy with the shade. It's a very nice peachy toned, good crease shade. So that's really nice. Next, I'm going to go with a little deeper shade. So I'm going to go with this shade called Realness, and I'll show you which shade it is. It is this brown shade. Now, I'm a big fan of browns, you know. So I'm going to take this brown shade and just pack it on the outer corner. So I'm not going to see in the camera because or else I'll be out of focus. So like this, and then just blend. Okay, personally, if you ask me, I don't know if it is the shadows or if it is the brush, but I feel the application is not that great when I'm applying with these brushes. Maybe if I would have applied with my old brushes, they would have worked well. So I don't know. So maybe I have to work it out more with this palette and these brushes. Then only I'll come to know if it is the palette or the brush. But I don't think it's a problem with the palette. But I feel maybe I'm not used to these kind of brushes, so I don't know. I cannot give you my full-fledged final thoughts on it. Maybe just stay tuned on Instagram and let you know how I feel about them. Okay, let's jump on to straight into some shimmer. So since it's a daytime, I don't want to go very loud, and still I'm going very loud. So I think I will be wearing this particular shadow because it goes with my kurta also. So it's more of a reflective kind of like a duochrome kind of shade. It's more of this, if you can see. So I'm going to straight away go with my finger because I feel they're best applied with your finger, like this. I'm just going to apply. Now I bought these palettes in a good discount in the time of last year during the sale time. Like after I think October, Colourpop has amazing sales, amazing. Like you should wait, every day there is something. So it looks good, I really like it. And I'm going to take the same crease shade and blend the edges. Just to give you a little softer look. Oh, but this shadow is really good. This shimmer is perfect. Like I'm so in love with it. It's really good. It's really good. So I like it. Okay, let's jump on to further applications. So I'm just going to take the same brown deeper shade and just pack it on the edge. Again, just pack it. That's it. This is like the new technique which I have learned it over the years, that this works better for my eyes. If you have hooded eyes, then I think this is the best way you can apply your shadows. Just pack. Next, just take your powder. Just take your powder and clean your under eye if any fall off. But if I see myself, there's no fall off. There's no fall off. It's like quite good. Next, okay, so we are done with the shadow palette. I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. Let's jump on to some eyeliner. So I'm using this Nykaa 24-hour Veil Luxe eyeliner. Now, I really wanted to do this, try this liner since the longest time, but I was waiting for a good discount, so I just bought it. So let's see how it applies. This is like the perfect liner, I feel. It's amazing. It's amazing. By the first application itself, I'm telling you, buy this. It's good. I just love it. Like, I didn't have to work too much. Okay. Next is this new Kajal which I bought, is Plum Nature Studio Kajal. Now a lot of you have told me, try this Kajal, try this Kajal. So I heard you and I bought this. So now I cannot hold my mirror and my look into camera. So what I'm going to see in the camera and then just apply the Kajal. Okay. Okay, it's good. I think it's good. But okay, I was lost in between, but I feel I have mixed feelings with this. Okay. Now I didn't do my lower lash line because I do it at the end only. So what I'm going to take, just going to take the same brown shade. Oh no, I'm not going to take that brown shade. I'm going to take the shade Keep Cool. It's more of a purpley toned matte. So I'm going to take this shade. Okay. And apply all over my lower lash line. Done. Next is mascara. So I bought a new mascara, but I don't know where I kept it. So I'm using my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. I'm fumbling because I'm filming after the longest. I like it. Next, let's jump onto the brows, which I have still not done it. because I thought I'll do it at the end. So, and I have not applied my inner corner highlight and my brow bone highlight. This is the Maybelline brow pomade type of thing. It's like this, and I quite like it. Like, I never thought I will be buying this, but then I thought, let me just buy it, because one of you asked me to try this one also after watching my favorites video from 2018. I thought, let me just try it since I've tried so much. So let's try this also. And I quite like it. Like, it's very good, it's very handy, and it's very light on weight. That's it. I just do filling. I don't shape up my brows because I feel they're good to go with me. I like it that way. So as you can see, it looks good. Next, we are going to do our inner corner highlight and our brow bone highlight. So what I'm going to do is take the same highlight which I applied on my face for my inner corners. It's blingy. Next, I'm going to just take the same highlight and put it on my brow bone. That's it, not too much, not too much. And now we are down to lipsticks. Now I had a lot of lipsticks, but then I wanted to specifically apply this one. This is the Nykaa Ultra Matte lipstick in the shade Coco. I think they added more shade to this particular range. So what I'm going to do is just straight away apply. Now I've already applied the lip balm. I'm not going to wipe off that lip balm. Straight away I'm going to go on top of it. Okay. Oh, that's a lovely shade. So yeah, so let me just come back, remove this hairband and come back. Okay girls, so you just saw the finished look. Now personally, what I didn't like the most is this Plum Kajal. I don't know, it's way too early to give a final thoughts on this because I've not used it many times. This is like the second time I've used it. So I don't know if I'm a fan of this. So I would not give a thumbs up abhi, and no thumbs down also. So this is one thing which I felt it was not up to my expectation. Let's jump onto these brushes. Now these brushes also, I have a very mixed feeling. Now I felt my other brushes would have done a much better job with the shadows than these ones. So stay tuned. I'll not tell you they are bad, but they are not up to my expectations. So stay tuned. I will update you definitely on Instagram regarding these brushes, and if I don't, just remind me. I will definitely do it. That's one thing. I really liked this highlighter palette. Now this is like a lovely palette. Now you should definitely put your hands on it if you can. So this is an amazing one, Balm. I really like it. This Chasing Rainbow palette, again, it's a really nice palette. Now I am a big fan of mattes, and if I'm impressed with mattes, I'm good to go. So Balm buy in a sale. Definitely Colourpop keeps coming out with good sales, so just wait for them. Then only buy. And powder, let's jump onto this powder. Now I quite like the finish of it. Now have I retouched up on my face with this powder? No, the powder which I applied initially, that is still there on my face, and I quite like it, and it really gives me a really nice finish look. Like, it's not creasing or anything, so in that way it's really good. So it's one of the inexpensive ones also. Like, you can definitely buy one and use it. It's really good, handy, and nice one. The most important was the Maybelline Fit Me Poreless foundation. I think it's the foundation in the bottle in a tube. So it's a good one, and it's lightweight, and people who don't like too much of heavy foundation, I think you should definitely buy this one. There is some slight difference in the texture, I feel, but it is still full coverage. Anything else I'm forgetting? Okay, now there's one more product which I tried was the lip balm. I like the lip balm. I have not used it before. So on my lips, I'm feeling really comfortable, and I have applied the lip balm before my lipstick. So it's quite good. It's quite nourishing, and it's not creasing, because there are a lot of, lip balm which crease your lipstick. So this is not doing that. So this is really good. And the fragrance wise, I felt it's not too much of fragrance going on in the lip balm. So you can definitely carry it off. Last but not the least is the Ultra Matte lipstick. Now I'm a big fan of their Ultra Mattes, because I have big thoughts on all the other ranges of the lipsticks, but this one is quite favorite of mine, and I have bought a lot of shades from them, and this was my newest purchase, because suddenly I realized they have added more shades, so I thought, let me just buy this shade. I have some more on my list. I will be buying them later, but then this one I'm wearing and I quite like it. So Bomb Diggity 10 on 10. So yeah, these were the products which I have bought and I have never used, but I like them. I'm happy with my purchase. So I hope you love this first impression come review kind of video, and stay tuned for more such videos on my channel. So take care and bye-bye.